Hey folks, I'm Sammy Gonzalez with Mexcellence.com, and today is a good day. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've already heard that the Supreme Court of the United States has voted in favor of marriage equality throughout the US. And all I can say is, bravo. Props to Justices Kennedy, Ginsburg, Breyer, Kagan, and my favorite, Sotomayor. You've done a fantastic thing. And to Justices Scalia, Thomas, Alito, and Roberts, I just have one thing to say to you. And an extra boot of Scalia's dissent, it was rude and unprofessional for a judge. Telling us to go ask a hippie about this just shows how out of touch that whole side of the argument was. With that said, this is a very important decision to me. I'm what's called an ally to this cause because I am straight, but I do and have always wanted gay marriage for everybody. Well, not everybody, but for gay people. Back in 2008, the very first time I could vote, I voted no on Prop 8, which was California's ban on same-sex marriage. It was always part of my upbringing just to accept people for who they were. Just to let people live, just to let people do what they like. And as I've grown, I've discovered that you can let people live and you can let people like the things they like, but you have to let them love as well. This world is all types of messed up and nobody wants to go it alone. I mean, I don't. I one day hope to marry a woman who's right for me, and this ruling today allows my gay friends and my lesbian friends and all those in between to marry who they love. And it's even better that we are seen equal in the eyes of the law. I'm glad that my future kids will live in a world where they can love whoever they want. And for those who are saying they want to leave this country because of this ruling, fine, go. We don't need you. And be ready to buy an expensive plane ticket because if you plan on going to Canada, they did this 10 years ago. And if you want to go to Mexico, well, they did that 2 weeks ago. So you're out of luck. So I hope you enjoy Russia, you commie. In other news, please send your thoughts and prayers to South Carolina. They are burying Reverend Pinckney today, the pastor who was murdered in the terrorist attack on his church. And props to Obama for giving such a fantastic eulogy. And all things considered, Mr. President, your singing wasn't half bad either.
Amazing grace.
And from that attack, we remember that some people want hate to succeed in this world. Racists and bigots try their hardest to put people down just so they can stand tall. But the thing about our generation, the generation of immigrants, of hippies, of people who care about love and equality, is that we will never let hate win. Our generation cares about love and acceptance, as seen from Capitol Hill as gay marriage was legalized, to South Carolina where that community forgave the person who took 9 lives. With our generation, love will conquer all. Love will keep us together. Love will lift us up where we belong. All you need is love, is what I'm saying. And at this moment, I am so happy for those people who can just love a little bit harder today because our generation said, we don't want to see you suffer anymore. To end it, I'm going to read a passage from the Supreme Court ruling, and every time I've read it, it's just giving me chills, so here it is. No union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. In forming a marital union, 2 people become something greater than they once were. As some of the petitioners in these cases demonstrate, marriage embodies a love that may endure even past death. It would misunderstand these men and women to say that they disrespect the idea of marriage. Their plea is that they do respect it so deeply that they seek to find its fulfillment for themselves. Their hope is not to be condemned to live in loneliness, excluded from one of civilization's oldest institutions. They ask for equal dignity in the eyes of the law. The Constitution grants them that right. The judgment of the Court of Appeals for the 6th Circuit is reversed. It is so ordered. With that said, I'm Sammy Gonzalez with Mexcellence.com. Thank you for watching. And as always, be Mexcellent. But particularly this week, and most importantly this week, be happy and be loved. I'll see you next week.